novice on the Nuburgring. Just going to be going over the basic braking points of how to get through this track, and try to help out anybody that's trying to get to better their lap times and stuff like that. So that's all this is. Something really easy. I'm going to be mentioning where my braking points are, and then you can actually see where I'm on the camera where I'm going to be braking. You can listen to the motor too. You hear a lot of stuff. But I'll go through a couple laps of just where the braking points are, and where you really got to watch your speed and stuff like that. It's just like to help out the people that are just getting started. So here we go. Come into the first turn. As soon as you cross the start-finish line, you got to kind of brake because it comes up real quick, and then just kind of like guide it around. Then it's gonna be really like easy on the throttle throughout the whole thing. On the first lap, especially, right? Right here, you're gonna brake a little bit, just guide it around. This first section's a little hairy until you get to know what's going on. Right in here, you're gonna brake and then just let it guide around. The wheels are gonna be really mushy right off the bat, so you got to be careful for the first lap. Just right here, we're just taking it easy, just going through the motions right here. But here's where you can kind of open it up. Once we get past here, you just got to hit it, just guide it around, let the car do its work, and then here you can mash it. Obviously, you can mash it on the straightaways. I'm just saying. And as you come around, you're going to get airborne here a little bit, but just don't get scared about that. You just want to hit the brake when you come back down. Corvette doesn't usually get airborne that high, but last time I used a Mercedes, it does. Here you can have it wide open until the main braking point comes up, and I'll let you know where that is. As you're coming around here, you see it up there, and you start to see the red and white wall. You want to brake right about here, just real quick, and then get off it. And then you come into it right about there, you want to brake hard. And then I just tap it a couple times, you'll get the feel for it. And then you just guide it around. It's all about braking and where to hit the gas pedal again. It's not that hard of a track to master. It doesn't take me that long. Right here, you're gonna match it, brake, and then just guide it around. Then you gotta hit it again because you come to a really slow part of the track right here. Just keep watching my brakes because that's where the braking points are. Everybody's gonna do it differently. I'm sure I'm gonna get comments about how you should do it this way or you should do it that way, and I'm just doing it my way, and it seems to work. I've gotten pretty good. There's another, you gotta mash it right there, and then you really gotta mash it right here. I like to go in deep on this corner. And then right here you're gonna have to slow it down some. Mash it, just let it guide around. I'm not doing it wide open yet. I will the next lap, just so you can see what it looks like. Because you really can't keep it wide open in the beginning. Right here you gotta kind of just like feather the throttle and the brakes because it's really tricky right here. I call this the short shoot because it reminds me that I gotta hit the brakes right here because there's this one and then the next one. They almost look exactly alike except the second one is longer. Right here. As you come across, it almost looks like the same thing as the last one, but you got a lot more distance. So you can hit the brake a lot later. Sometimes at the beginning I got that mixed up. Right here you got to hit the brake and then let off it and then just guide it around. Let the car do the work. Up here we're going to be making a hard left. I keep it wide open until I get to a certain point, and then I'm going to brake hard. And then I kind of like brake it, and then I just feel it, and then just let the car guide itself around again. That's basically the whole thing on this thing. Now to get up to passing, it's hard to pass here. You got to make a decision of where you want to do it. Like that, and then this section you can really keep it wide open. A lot of people will brake way before I'm going to brake, but I'll show you a secret here. If I can get not close to these cars. Right coming up here, you just want to hit it quick and then guide. I found I could gain 2 seconds just by that one section right there. Now right here I had to get off a little bit because of that car, but up here you're going to have to hit it hard. This is a really tricky corner right here. It's one of the first ones. In the beginning, as you're learning, I've spun out many times there. Now you're coming into It's like a deep curve with a high bank. You want to kind of brake a little early here and stay on it, and then just guide it around. Stay on it. It's difficult. You got to stay on it. Sometimes when you're first learning, you get off it and then you spin. Come off of that straight, you gun it again. This one you got to just barely hit it, and then here comes one of the hardest turns I think in the game. In this track, I mean, is right here. I missed that corner so many times that it took me a long time to get to know that. Now you hit it again. Just watch my brakes. Here's a little tricky section here that I like to keep wide open. Go up on the curves here because they actually help you. And then you want to hit a little bit here. Keep watching my brakes. Feathering the throttle a lot too. Come down this one, you got to kind of really hit it. I like to go up on the curve a little bit on this one. I've spun many times on that one too. You just get used to it after a while. I know every turn on this thing like the back of my hand now, so I know how to do it. I've been driving on this. I think one of the hard turns right here, because you really got to. I'll show you the next lap. You really got to slam on the brakes through that turn, or else you will go through the spin cycle. Believe me. Up here, you got to hit it hard a little bit, and then back off, and then just let it guide around. I'm not passing the cars right now because I just want to show you. Now here, I like to keep it wide open. It's tricky. You got to know when to turn. Like right here, I kind of get off it sometimes. You want to guide it around and go straight. You actually can go straight right through that turn. I'm going to try to pass this guy here because I'm going to outbrake him. And then I'm going to go around, and then right here you got to kind of mash it and stay on it a little bit just to guide it around. And here's another one of those high banks turns. Now if you hit this right, it's almost like a slingshot effect. Got closed up on them. Now I'm going to try to get around him here. I'm going to outbrake this guy right here. And this one, it looks like you can open it up, but right about here, you want to get off the throttle. Just let it guide around, then mash it. About halfway through, and then you got a good shot coming off the straightaway. Because if you try to go all the way around that, like super fast, it's not going to work. I'm going to pause that just for 1 second, because I want to put my gloves on. I forgot about that. Give me 1 second there. This is the longest straightaway on the whole thing, and it's fun. You gotta have it set up to where you can actually drive, get a good distance on the for the speed. Because if you don't, they're gonna catch you. So we'll continue that. As you can see on the map, it's the longest part of the whole track. This is my favorite track on the whole game. You know, they got a faster car, gonna pass you. I didn't have it set up right where I had the speed up. There's no biggie because we're gonna pass them again as we get up here. Now up here it gets really tricky. My tires are warmed up now. I'm gonna get around this guy. Right here, you smash it and then get over here and then mash it again, and then that way you can just let it guide around. There's the pit entrance right there, by the way. And then hit it hard and then just guide it around and then hit it again. Now we're gonna go a little bit faster on this one. Just pay attention to my brakes, because of different braking. The key to this whole track is the braking points and knowing where to brake. Where to brake. Like right here, we're gonna brake a little bit, get the guide around, and we're gonna gun it. Then we're gonna come back around here, and then we're gonna brake hard. Gonna guide around. Covering the throttle the whole time as we're going around here. I'm not perfect. I can probably hit the wrong spot and go for a spin. Nobody is perfect, not even the professionals. But I'm just saying, I might hit the wrong spot and get on the grass and go around. It happens. Nobody's perfect. I'm just saying. There you see the car get airborne. That's where you just hit it a little bit. Now you can mash it. And you stay on the gas until at one point I told you about before, you're coming up here. Way up here, you're just gonna hit it, get off it, and then gun it. And then right here, right at that end, boom, right at the end of that red and yellow, red and white, you're gonna hit it and stay on it till it's a feeling. You have to feel it out when you know you can get off of it. This is one of my favorite parts, the S's here, but you can actually go straight through it. I'm not really veering off. Did you see? I'm going straight through it. get past this turn, now you gotta mash it because you gotta come up to that sweet spot. It's real slow. This is where you can do a lot of passing and you can get up on them. Now you gotta come up on here, another one of my favorite spots where you mash it. Right there, and then you just get off of it, and then guide around, and you really hit here. Like I said, I like to go in deep, carrying some speed through that, and then this is where you got to kind of slow it down around this turn. You got to start slowing it down a lot. Just guide it around, then you got to come back, and you just got to tap it right here, and let it go, and then you got to open it up a little bit till you get around these sequence of turns here, where you're going to a little bit too fast and everything. You got to just feather the throttle. Here you come to the short U. So you got to hit it right about here, and then just let it go around. It takes a long time to get used to that turn, believe me. Especially when you have to keep yourself. Now you're going to go through the longer one. Right. Just basically stop in front of me. Let's see if we can get around here. Nope. Get right here. Gotta get both before I get to that turn. So gotta cut me off. I'll go this way. Then you gotta slam it. And again, it's a feeling turn. You gotta get the right feel and how the braking goes. Just remember, you gotta slam it going into that turn. And then just do a little. There's no other way to explain that. You gotta do it yourself. Just to figure out where. This way you can keep. I'm gonna get used to that too. All the way through up to right about here, you see it coming, then you brake and then get off of it and slam it. You gain like almost a second and a half, 2 seconds right there every time. This one you just have to tap it, and then this one you gotta slam it. This is one of the harder turns of the whole course. If you misjudge that, I can't tell you how many countless times. And then you're coming up to the high wall, I call it. Now you can probably go through that a lot faster, but I've tried to go through that a lot faster, and they actually end up into the wall or go in the infield. Now here comes one of the hardest turns, I think, because if you misjudge, if you go too fast in this corner, you're gonna screw your whole everything all up. You're already up 11 seconds. I'm still not going at full speed, but I'm just trying to show you that. Sometimes if you're too careful, that's when you mess up too. So you gotta be, when you get into a rhythm on this track, on this course, you'll know it. But I had them there. Here's the other one right here. This one, it's so hard to judge that in the beginning. You don't know how fast you're supposed to go in there, and a lot of people probably disagree with me about that, but that's my opinion. But the rest, this is where you can keep it wide open. If you know when to turn, it's blind, but you can see it. You know it's coming, so you can turn. Just let off the gas a little bit, just so you can turn, and then go straight. And right in here, you see that thing hanging out? That's kind of where I hit it. You could probably go a little deeper in there. Got it work. You don't gain too much, but it does give you something. Right here you gotta brake, and then get off it. Try to get through this guy. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna get him on the straightaway. Hopefully, if I got it set up right. Usually this car is set up pretty good, but drafted him a little bit, but I can get the draft up here. Now I'm going to stay out. I always stay out one more lap because I got enough. Because you gain so much more time when you stay out, just saying the gameplay. I got the draft on this guy a little bit because I'm still picking up speed. Now right here, it's going to be a little hairy because I'm going to cut up all these parts real quick. So I'm going to brake a little bit easier. Very tough place to pass. My time's like a 6:58. I usually shoot for a 6:48. My personal best is 6:38, which is pretty good. That was in a little bit different car though. I like this car because the handle's good. Just very hard to pass here. Especially right here. Now I'm going to try to outbrake him right here. I got a little loose there. But I can still outbrake him. Make sure you stay on the track. If you get off in the grass, get off the gas. Get off the gas right away. I don't care what time you lose. Just get off the gas and try to get it back on the track before you hit the gas again. Because if you try to gun it while you're trying to go in the grass, you're just going to go through the spin cycle. I'm telling you. Alright, the next lap I'm just going to be quiet and try to get a really good lap going in here. But after I come out of the pits, that is. I had to slow down a little bit more than I wanted to there because of the cars. A lot of this is just common sense and just letting the car, after the braking point, especially the hard turns, just let the car do the work and just guide it around. Like right here, you want to, a lot of people brake way before that. I like to go in deep on that because they pick up some speed on that corner. Now this is the one you got to mash it. And it went a little bit too hot in that corner, so you can see it. That's good to see though. And this one, you just tap it and then get off of it. My wheels are starting to go. My tires are getting a little loose. You got to watch that too. You got to remember that. You can't gut it a hole every time. Short shoot, brake early. See if I can get this guy before that turn. I think I got him. I got to really mash that one because I went in there hot. But this right here, you can just hit it, boom, and then get off it. And the speed just carries you through that corner. That comes with time. You ain't gonna get that right away, but I'm trying to give you a heads up on how to do it, how I do it anyway. Hard turn, then you gotta brake hard. I tap it like 3 times and then kind of get off it, and then that gives me enough to get through. That's another tough corner. There's probably 4 tough corners. That's one of them. To master, that is. I love this section right here because I can. Now I'm gonna hit this going full speed. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna hit it like I told you I'm gonna hit it, but I'm gonna show you that you can really go in here and just hit it and get off it and gun it. It took me a while to get to learn that. It was probably by trial and error actually. I just happened to go through that high speed and said, oh my god, I can actually go through that high speed. And I got a rhythm going on how to do it. And you just learn that over time. It doesn't come overnight. I'm talking like however long this game's been out. I think it's been 2 years or whatever. 2 or 3 years, whatever it is. I don't even know how many times I've run this course. Light tap, get through it. Here's a hard corner. Make sure you brake. And then get off of it. Guide it, let it guide around. Then you can actually open this all the way up right through here. And then hit it again. Guide around. Tires are starting to give up, that's fine. Not gonna pass this guy through here unless he goes way too slow, which he kind of is. Right there. And as the tires get going, the more braking distance you're gonna have to do because it really starts to get slip. I chose this car because even though it shows a lot of red on the tires there, there's another hard corner in my opinion. I just got a little bit of light on there. But as you can see, the tires are really red. This car doesn't really go away like other cars when they go red. I've had cars that are that red that you can't even drive it. This one is still sticking. You can hear it sliding, but I still got a lot of grip. Alright, we're going in the pits this time. There's that thing hanging off. That's my marker I'm looking for. I could go deeper into that. I'm still learning that corner, to be honest with you. I still haven't gotten that corner down. There's something that scares me about that corner that I have to learn. Just remember up here, there's two braking points. This one, bang, hit it hard, get off it. Guide it around, gun it, get off of that, and then right in the middle here, just get off it a little bit, and then gun it again. And that gives you just enough to get, because if you gun it all the way around that corner, you're going in the wall, I'm telling you. I tried to do it, I tried to do it on many cars, there's no way. You have to, not so much hit the brake, that's why I get off the gas and I don't slow down. That much. My go-to car. I've watched so many things with this car, it's not even funny. It just handles so great. Now we're going to be going to the pits. You got to handle a little bit differently. You still go hard to this point. Not that hard, but yeah. And then you go in the pits right here. We're going to go with softs again because they hold their own. On this game, on this endurance one, you have to go 9 laps to get it. So we're going to be on lap 4 when we cross the finish line. You have to pit one more time. Coming out of the pits again, hit the brakes. Just get it straight off that corner. Believe me, it matters a lot. And then you can start gunning it. Now we're on fresh tires. Fresh tires, remember, are like old tires. You got to break them in. You got to break them in slow. You always give it one lap to get these tires in, and then on the next lap, you can start gunning it. This course takes total concentration. You never can really let up. You got to know where your braking points are at. This is why I'm making this video. It's all about the braking points. It's repetitiveness, obviously, like anything. But once you get all the braking points down, this becomes fun. And then you can push your limits. And like that, I really shouldn't have pushed because I'm still on new tires. You can see it slid out there. Just that I get hungry, I want to pass these cars, and I try to go for it. And when you got cars, sort of cars in the equation, you got to kind of your whole braking point and things are going out the window. So if you're trying to get a good lap time, it's just not going to happen with this situation here. So you got to kind of give that up. And just try to pass these guys clean. I got that Ferrari up there on this next. you're looking at that clock and saying he's got a minute and 19 seconds on me, but he's going to pit. And you saw how long I was in the pits. When I first started doing this, I didn't wait for a while on this. Always came in second because of that. It's all about mashing and then feathering the throttle. Down here you want to hit it and then just feather it until you get it in the right feel for when you're going to keep the speed up and get through that corner. And that's how you go through that corner. That's exactly how you do it. See how much I closed on these guys. This one's tough. You gotta bang it, and then guide it. Really closed up on there. I'm gonna try to get past this guy before I hit this turn. I'm gonna get him. Ferraris are notoriously slower, although I don't have this set up right. Watch after you pass them. You gotta regroup because everything changes when you have to pass somebody. But now all your times are off. So you just gotta give up the freaking lap and just get past the guy clean. I'm telling you, because you're gonna waste so much time if you spin. Yeah, the tire's still on gravel, but the next lap I'll try to get the 6:48 time. I'm gonna go for it. I might spin, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm just gonna show you how fast you can go. And you're probably wondering how the hell does he know all the braking courses? I'm telling you, I've run this course like in the back of my head for eons, even before I got this game. I had other games with it, and I know this course like the back of my hand. I'm not saying I'm the best at it, I'm not saying I'm an expert. That's why I wanted to make this video up for the people that are just starting out. It's very intimidating, this track in the beginning, to know where your braking points are. Let go of the gas, let it guide, and then turn, and then you go kind of straight. Got the thing sticking out, and go a little bit past that, then I hit the brakes. Like I said, I'm still mastering that corner. Sometimes you hit that right, sometimes you don't. You want to go faster than that, but you just can't go too fast. Brake, guide, come across that end, right about here, get off of it, let it go a little bit, then mash it, and then you're going to come off this corner with a high rate of speed. I've already knocked 9 seconds off the leader, because he's on older tires and mine are coming in. 11 seconds, or 10 seconds. He's going to pit, he's going to have to pit, I'm not sure where he's at. He already passed the start finish line, so he's going to, I think it's 6 laps that you get on the thing, so you get a full tank, so he's going to pit on lap 6. So the closer I get to him, the better chances I'm going to pass him. This is where you want to make up your lap times. Right in there you brake, and then just brake again. There's like 2 brake points there. He's going to the pits, so there's that. And right here, you kind of want to brake hard, and then just guide it around that corner. I know it seems like you're not going anywhere, but that's just the way to do it. Start finish brake. Waving. That's the way to do it. Start, finish, brake. That's you got to train yourself to do it. I used to try to go flying in that corner, and you're going to hit the wall every time. It's better to go slow through that because it's going to screw up everything right from the beginning. There you want to hit the brakes and just guide it around. This is really not that hard of a section. It's just that you want to go fast, but you can't. You got to tell your brain you can't. Right here is where you got to tell yourself, oh, I can start opening up right here. I mash it right here, I stay on it. And if you get a lot of speed, especially with another car, you almost flip. You almost get airborne on this launch right here. You don't really do it on that one, Corvette, but there's another car that you almost go over. It's like, by the time you get back down onto the pavement, you're already in that corner, so it's tricky. Every car is different, obviously, in this game. That thing, you're gonna hit it, and then get off it again real quick, and then you gun it, and then right here when it ends, on the left, boom, you hit it, and then just stay on it a little bit. You're gonna feather it until you get the right mixture of speed to that corner. I can probably go a little bit faster through there. I was just trying to show you. And this one, that's as you go straight. I'm not really turning the car. Watch my steering wheel. So you get right into here, and then you're gonna mash it. This is a tough corner too. Slow it up. That's what makes this track so fun and difficult at the same time. It goes from high speed to like nothing, and you have to know that. And that's why I'm making this video, like I say, for the braking points. So that way it can be more fun. Right here you gotta hit it, guide it around, and then I like to go in deep here, like I keep saying. Guide it around, I carry the speed. And then right in here, you're going to have to really hit it because it's a tough turn. Guide it around. You could probably go, like I say, a lot faster through there. Tap it. And tap it and feather. You can feather both the gas and the brake through that. And then up here, you got to have to hit it right here. Because it comes up super quick, as you saw right there. You gotta slow that car down through there, or else you're gonna go right into the wall. Now here it's the same thing, but it's a little longer. It's almost the same thing. It's coming here, but now I can hit it right here. Gives you more time. Guide it around, and right here you're gonna hit it, boom, and then let it go. And then you're just gonna guide it around. I actually hit the gas halfway through the corner. Now you're gonna do some hard left, stay in the throttle, turn, and then right here you're gonna mash it. And mash it, and mash it, and then get off. See how the car just does all the work. It's a way of mastering the speed, matching the speed, the right speed to go through that corner. And it takes a long time. I'm not gonna be lying to you. It takes a long time to get that down. Practice, practice, practice. I'm just trying to give you a heads up on how I do it, and maybe you can take it from there and do something better when you do it. Right here, you're going to just hit it. That's there, and then get off it. Went a little bit out and wide on that. I'm going to show you, the next time I go around, I'm going to show you something different there. Now we just hit it. And this is the one you really got to hit it. You got to slow the car way down. Right in here. You got to mash it. I'm not really pushing the gas too much through this. So I'm just letting the car do all the work. Right here is just a quick turn, so you gotta tap it, just to slow it down. See how far you can go out of that? And then right here you gotta hit it. I got a little late on that, but that's... Just watch my brake lights, because that tells you when I'm gonna brake. Like right here, you gotta make another turn, so I'm barely tapping it. I'm hitting it hard, but I'm barely tapping it. I want the car to continue to roll through the corner. I want it to carry all the speed that it can possibly carry. It's very tough. But this is probably, they call it the green hell for a reason. Because people get excited if you ever watch YouTube videos on filming real life on people driving this thing, and I mean, I'd say about 50% of your people crash because they just don't know where everything's at. I'm confident if I ever had to drive this thing for real, I could do pretty good on it. So I know, but it's a lot different. Like, I'll put it in cockpit mode when I go in the straightaway and try to do it there. I've done it before, but I don't like it. I don't like cockpit mode in this thing because I can't see everything around me in cockpit mode. I don't have the R. I just love this view because you can see everything around you, especially passing other cars. Cockpit mode is really tough doing that. I know it's the realistic way to do it, but we'll put it in cockpit mode the next lap. Brake here, let it guide, gun it, come to the end of that, and then let it go, and then gun it again. And then that gives you just enough to get around that corner. I've actually changed this to where I can actually see the road better. I've lowered it down some, but I'm not going to use this. I don't usually use this on this course. I can, but I didn't start with it. I'm not mentally into it repaired right now, so I'm just trying to show you guys where to brake. Like brake now, hard, and get off it, hard again. A little bit too hard in that, but I still saved it. The leader must have hit it. I wasn't paying attention. Now we're only 21 seconds behind him instead of a minute 19. Remember that? We were a minute 19, now only 21 seconds. Now he's definitely catchable. But you just have to be smooth. Don't get overzealous. That's the thing about this track and this course. I kind of don't look at the numbers up there because that will get me like, well, I got to get this guy, and then you're gonna overdrive the track, and then your day is done. I'm telling you, it only takes one time to spin, and it's almost unrecoverable. Got 3 more laps, so I got 19 seconds. It's definitely doable. Brake, get off it, and at the end of this on the left, or maybe a little bit earlier, brake. You can just play with it. See, I had just enough speed to get around that corner without going losing control. You could probably go just again. I could probably go a tad faster, but for this video's standpoint, I just wanted to show you, but I don't want to spin it. Up here you want to brake. There's a little hump right there that if you don't hit that right, if you're going real fast, you're definitely going through the spin cycle. Now he's just going into that hard turn right now, so that gives me a reference point. If you look up in the map right there. Now you can actually go through that a lot quicker. But you go through that so quick that you want to go quick through this corner and you can't. There's just no way. Get that out of your head right now. You're not going to make that sequence there going fast. It's not going to happen. Here you can go a little bit faster. Brake, let go. Guide through it. See how I got that one down pat. It's just I can actually go faster through there. But that's how you do that. Just brake, let go, and just let it go. This way you gotta brake. Same thing, but brake harder a couple times because it's deceiving. That turn right there is more of a hook than you think it is. And if you try to go fast through there, you won't be able to make it. Alright, we got it down to 13. It started at 21, we're at 13, so we're getting there. I'm going to go a little bit deeper in here and turn into that corner better. I would carry more speed, but I went into the corner deeper on the left-hand side. No matter what happens, that corner, if you're going too hot, just stay on the gas. Stay on the brake to get through the corner. Even if you have to stop, it's worth it, believe me. Because if you have to if you go out that corner, it takes forever to get back on, and you're going to lose everything. It's the key to winning this track. It's not. You can have probably 2 mess ups if you can get back on track real quick. But if you have one where it takes you 10 seconds to get back on, it's just not going to happen. It's not your day. These tires are getting really slick for some reason. I just noticed that. I'm going to play it careful here. See that? They're not even really that warm, but for some reason I think the computer's throwing me a curve. Which it's been known to do that. So we're going to play it safe. We're still catching it. Tires aren't even close to what they were worn before, and I could actually gun it more. So I'm just playing it a little safe. I'm still catching it little by little. That's the good part about this course, is you can, if you're good at just racing the track, you can catch somebody, because there's lots of points where they can screw up, and there's lots of points where you can make up. This is a good course to either fail or win. It's just one of those things. Already under 10 seconds. Remember the 2 braking, brake, let it go through, gun it, pass that, let go, gun it. Trust me on that one. That's the best way to get through that. There's the leader. So we basically caught the leader. We're almost 7 seconds. Are we still catching? Yeah, we're still catching. So he might have a slower car. We won't catch him on this lap. Now, you have to make a decision. He's not going to go in. I'm going to stay out. I like staying out when I have this much fuel left. If there was a 0.9 right here, don't even chance it. Go in. But I have excess. Brake on the straightaway, let it gun, and then brake again. Just guide it around. I want to catch the leader. Even though you probably should go in and change tires. Brake. That's probably the most important turn of the whole damn course. Brake. I'm just going to say brake where I brake. 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 Got it, 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 brake. Another brake. I know it seems petty, but you got to do it, and then you're going to brake hard, and then just let it off and let it guide around and gun it. You can gun it right off in that corner. Slimy. But I want him. I want him bad, so I'm gonna go for it. And Remember, you gotta brake and then get off it and then gun it. Even with this, and then right about here you want to brake hard, feel it. Right about there is when it's slow enough. Gun through it. I'll probably catch it right here for the S's. I was hoping I could get him before that turn, but I'm not going to get him, so I'm going to have to back off. I'm going to get him right here in the slow part, I think. Nope, I'm not, so I'm going to give that idea up. I'm going to wait. Probably get him right here, but I didn't get off the corner that great, so I'm going to have to wait again. I can maybe get him right here, because I'm catching pretty good, but there's another braking point up here. I think I'm going to go for it. Went in there a little bit deeper than I wanted to. Tires are giving up, so I got to be careful. That's a tough corner right there. You gotta go slow through it. Not super slow, but slow enough. Brake, gun. Coming up to the thing, you gotta brake and then feather. Brake, feather, gun it. Short shoot, so you gotta hit it early. See how you just guide it through. You gotta go slow through there. Coming off of that corner, you can gun it. Now you can go a little bit deeper. Going in here now, hit it, hold it, and then feel the car turn. Feeling the car turn after the brake, as you brake, and you can feel the car turn, start to turn where you got the green light that you can go, because you got to wait for the car to set. Right here, you got to brake hard. I do it like about 3 times, and I'm going to let it go this one. And that came out pretty good. Sometimes you drift up to that left side, and that's still good, but you just don't want to go too far. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'm going to go into the left side of the corner right here. Brake hard, turn into that corner. See, now I got a lot more room to play with as I come off the corner, in case I had a problem. I gotta brake hard. I don't care what anybody says, you gotta brake hard through this corner. You mess up that corner, it's pretty much game over. Now right here, you gotta brake. Just until you get into it. I'm sure you can go a lot faster through there. That's just the way I play it. I still get good times out of it. 7-second lead on the leader. Brake. Here coming up. See how my tires are giving run. I gotta brake a little bit earlier. And right here you can usually gun it. And then you gotta brake again for like a smaller turn. See the tires giving up now. I gotta be careful. Right here you gotta brake. Guide it around, and then here you come up to these little S's. Go up on the curb just like that. It's not going to upset the car enough. It depends on which car it is, but this car's not going to do it. It's just really starting to slide. I went up on the curb with that one, because that one you can really mess up on, especially with the tires going. As much as I want to get a good lead on this guy, here's the second hardest turn. I've seen people go through that thing flat out and just like end up in the wall easy. Right here you gotta hit it, guide it around. Here you kind of go fast. I'm not gonna see how I went there all the way out. Tires are just giving up. Also, the fuel load is coming off the back. The computer recognizes that. So when the fuel's coming off the back end of the car, it doesn't even matter how bad the tires are, it's still going to slide. Because there's no weight on the back end anymore. And the computer recognizes that, and it shows it. That's another reason why. But right here, we want to brake now. Just enough to get it, stay in that curve. Now we're going to pit this time. And I don't need that much gas. I need to get to lap 9. So we're going to be on lap 8, so we need 2 laps of gas. So I'm going to go, I have a good enough lead where I can probably go 3 laps. I always like to go a lap over what I need. So we're definitely going to get tires, and we're going to take 3 laps of gas, and then we're going to go out early. So we got, still pulling away from him. He's probably going to pass us, but I know I can get him. Got 2 laps. As you notice on the time, it's a 60-minute race. Brake, let go, brake. Gonna go in the pits, so we're gonna go in the pits. We're gonna go with soft, and then we're gonna wait. And right there, we're gonna be waiting for that to go to 3 laps, and then we're gonna hit the fuel button to get us out. We're looking at the time up top, 13 seconds, he's going to pass. He already passed us. So we kind of got to get out. I don't know if he's got a pit. I'm pretty sure he's got a pit again, so I think we're good. But we had to get rid of these tires, and now we're going to do the fuel. We'll wait for 3 laps. You can go 2.5, but I'm going to just... It's good enough for me. And now I'm out. Now we're 15 seconds, but I got better rubber than he does. Just being the competitive nature that I am. I know this is a video for braking, but I really like to win. Brake, brake. Yeah, I don't have to really brake through here, though. Right here, brake. Guide it. You hear me feather the throttle through these things just to keep the speed up. We're down to 13, we already knocked 2 seconds off, I'm catching like crazy. Notice the time, I got 8 minutes. But we definitely have to go 9 laps, believe me, I tried to cut it short, it doesn't work. So we got 2 full laps. He's just going around the corner right now, so brake, turn it. Brake right here, hard, and then just feather it until you're right about there. You can probably go a little bit faster if you like going out wide. I don't like going out wide, I like hugging that corner. Going through the S's, going straight. Watch me with the steering wheel. I'm not going to move it that much. I'm not moving it, I'm going straight through. And right here, you got to hit the brakes hard because you come into that slow spot. That's a tricky corner right there if you're going fast. You're going to hit it again. You're going to go in here, you got to freaking hit it. And then just basically let it guide around to right about here. Should start seeing this guy soon. I'm going to go hard into here, see if I can catch up to him right about now. And then I'm really going to hit it like I usually do right there. That was perfect. I get the arc I want, you got to slam it. And I'm going to go a little bit faster through this corner. And we're going to just hit it right about this corner right there and then gun it. And then we're going to feather. I went a little bit hot in there, but I'm going to... Remember, the first one's the short one. Because they almost look the same, these two. At least they do to me. So we're about 7 seconds. We should start seeing them soon. I'm going to hit this corner really good. Yeah, I went a little bit faster through there. I gained 2 seconds on him. And he should be right there. And there he is. That's the leader. And we're going to gun it through there. And then we're going to slam it. Now, let go. I'm going to go faster there. See how even though I almost went off. But even though I went fast, I still been able to maintain. And that really wasn't even that fast. I could go a little faster than that, but I like to hook that like that, and then right here we're going to catch up big time. This is where this 2-second thing is going to come into play. Watch this. I'm going to nail this guy right here. Watch. I'm going to come in hard. I'm going to hit it. I'm going to turn. See that? See how much I caught him? And I hit it again, and then I'm going to still keep going. I took a chance right there, but now we're going to slam him. No matter what, I don't care if that is the leader, which he is. You got to slam that and go around it the same way you would anywhere, anytime else. Come into here. I think he went wide. He almost took me out. Now, I should be able to really brake. Coming up with a hard one. Brake hard. Turn. Gun it. Stay in the gun. And brake a little bit. That's a tough corner. Brake the same corner, cut again. Gun it. Hit it again, and then we're going to come in here. We're going to do the old. That's what happens when you can hit it perfect through that corner. I didn't have to go up there. Tires are really gripping so we can push it. Gun. Tap it right there. Just like any other corner, tap it. Release it, feel it. Here's the hard corner. We got to definitely slow down here. Now we can keep on it. Stay on it right here. Left hand turn there. Another tight one. Now we're going into this one. You got to kind of hit it. Right there. There's a little jump there too. If you hit that and you miss the braking point, that can send you in there too. When we get open it up, I'm going to release it right here, just to straighten it, and then I'm going to straighten it out. I'm going to go past it a little bit, boom, boom. All right, we got a 7-second lead on this guy. Not really worried about him too much anymore. Brake. Gun it, gun it, gun it, gun it, gun it, gun it. Release. Gun it. Just like that, it works every time. You don't lose a ton of speed off of that. Way back there, we're still pulling away from him. Alright, he's no longer a factor, so now we just got to hit our marks on the last lap. Notice the time, 3 minutes. It's going to go last lap on me by halfway through. So now it's my race to lose. I just have to make sure I maintain and hit the laps. I don't really have to go too hard in here, but I want to get some space on. So I'm going to turn, brake right on the straightaway. Let go, brake. And it comes out perfect. And then brake again. Remember, always, always, always brake right there at the start-finish line. I know you're going to say, why do I have to do that? I'm telling you, if you try to go faster through there, even past that start-finish line, it's that much enough to put you in that wall at the end, and you're just screwed up everything, especially if you're going for lap times. Brake, go in, brake. Repetition, going through here, and then we're going to brake again right there. More gas, brake a little bit. Get ready to gun it, brake. Guide around and gun it. I'm going to stay on the throttle for this whole thing. Now any other car, you get airborne a little bit here. Not even that much anymore. That one you can pretty much go through that corner wide open. I just let off a little bit just for the hell of it. If I need to make up some time on the last lap and the guy's like really in front of me, I'm gonna push that corner for you. Here we're gonna hit that, see that wall, you're gonna brake, turn, and right at the end of this on the left, right there, brake, until you feel it. You know what I mean? Just feel it and then just guide it around. I'm feathering the throttle as I'm going too, and then I gotta know when I can hit it. Going straight through here, not turning the wheel. If you notice, I'm not turning the wheel, I'm going straight through. Going up here, we're going to brake. I like to brake early through here because I've had horror stories in that corner. And we're going to turn. I got a 17-second lead. I'm not pushing anything. I'm gonna do it good, but I'm not gonna push it. That 17-second lead, believe it or not, you go through the spin cycle. Sometimes it takes 10 seconds to get back on the road, and I've lost races that way. Notice I didn't go deep in that corner. There's no reason for me to push it now. I'm just trying to. The race is yours to lose, so why push it? Now I can really show you some brake point. You can just feathering the throttle through here is the main thing. And then coming up on the short shoe. Right when you see that corner is when you want to brake. And then just let it guide around. You're just guiding it around until you can mash it again. And then we can go a little bit farther in, just past this corner, and then you can brake. Right up here is one of my favorite corners. You can go into it hard and brake and release it. Get through it. We're on the final lap. It's out of time. 19-second lead. Like I said, it's your race to lose. Gonna turn hard here. Gonna brake hard right about here. About 3 times. I'm not gonna. I didn't push the gas through there, but I didn't let it go slow, so it went right down the middle. Follow this around. If you got the force feedback, you can definitely feel it through here. There's a lot of bumps. Another one of my favorite parts of the track, especially for passing here. You can pass a lot of cars through here. Now we're going to come up to it. We're going to hit it. We're going to go into it straight. Just watch, don't go on the grass in that corner, else you will go through it. The spin cycle, like I keep saying. And this is one of the hard ones. You got to brake hard. Believe me. Coming up on the high wall. There, you want to brake. Just get it to where you can stay up on the wall. That was perfect. If you go any faster, it's going to shoot you off the wall, and then you got to regroup. Little brake, and then we're going to brake hard. Right there. I'm going to stay in it. Stay in it, and I'm going to brake. We're a little too hard in that corner, but I'm going to brake again, then we're coming into those little S's. I'm going to go a little bit hard through here to show you that you can do it. What did I do there? I got in the grass, I got right off the gas. Right off the gas. I let the car set, I let the car get back on the road, and then I hit it. Now, if you hit the gas while you're in the grass, even if there's only one side of the grass, it'll still turn you around. Not every time, I'll say that much, but here's another hard turn. If you know where you gotta get a feel for this, eventually there's a couple lefts, and then we're gonna hit it again right about there, right before that bump. Turn. Stay in it. And we're gonna stay in it here, and then we're gonna get off the gas. For a second, just so it rights itself, because it goes too far in there and goes around. Yeah, like right there, it went off the grass, but I still maintained it. Maybe in another video, I'll show you how you can recover from going in the grass, especially at this place. We're going to brake. And that was absolutely perfect. I could have went deeper on the exit, but I stayed on there. Now we're going to do these 2 brakings. Brake. A little while on there, gun it, release. I know you feel like you want to go for it around a corner, but I'm telling you, it's just going to push you into that wall and it's going to mess up your speed down this straightaway. It's the best way to do it. Got a 32-second lead, as you can see, way back there. Perfect timing on the laps. A lap and it's going to be like a lap, even if it was under a lap, I don't care, I'm going up the start finish line. Oh, always want to have just a tad more than you can, unless you got to catch somebody and you got to kind of make it even and just go for it. Right here we're going to brake, let go, we're going to brake again hard. finish line, and that's it. There's the flag. And that's it. That's a lot of money. So I hope that helped you guys out a little bit. I'll be making some more videos, probably more on this track than any other, because this is one of the harder ones, especially for the new person getting involved in it. So I'm going to start making some more as I'm going. Help you guys out from knowing all the stuff that I've done over the last 2 or 3 years, however long this game's been out. So that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching.